Hey, what's up to all my Leos out there? So please make sure to get this book at Amazon.com. The link will be in the description box below as usual. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video. Alright, so the first couple of cards are the Death, the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords, and then you have the High Priestess. So what I see here, this is a situation where let me see. Okay. Some of you Leos are going through a situation right now where you're having a dispute, some sort of disagreement with people who you are well acquainted with, and you kind of, how can I even explain this? You know, it started out friendly, but the thing is that now it's turned serious really quickly, whatever agreement that you have. So the Five of Swords is this person trying to basically take control of the situation and deter you away from the topic of what you and him, or you and her, or you and them, or how many, of whatever the topic of the discussion. They're trying to deter you. They're trying to defer you. They're trying to make it seem like it's not as important as it is. And the thing is that the High Priestess is about how it is that, but they have something to hide though. They have something to keep, keep people distracted from. You know what I mean? They have they have something that they want to keep other people distracted from. And the thing is that the High Priestess is usually a card. The High Priestess doesn't just represent someone is particularly spying on you, or whether it be for love or they like you or something like this. The High Priestess represents, as I said, spying. The High Priestess represents doing a lot of studying. The High Priestess represents the High Priestess represents some sort of religion. You know what I mean? Because all you have to do is take a look at her. She's wearing the cross. So the High Priestess represents some sort of a religious figure. So you could end up being in a situation with people who are religious. You could end up being into a disagreement with people who, how can I say, they're kind of shady. They kind of, sometimes it could even, you know what I mean? I don't really necessarily see this as so much of them liking you, or romantically or sexually in that sense. It's more so of they have something to hide. They're trying to deter a situation. And the thing is that the next card that I come up with is the Wheel of Fortune, which is about how it is that, they can no longer do it, or they're kind of, the energy is kind of running away. The energy is kind of draining out of them, because the more they're trying to deter this situation and kind of make it seem as if it's not very important, is the worse it's getting for them. Now, the thing about it is, and the Wheel of Fortune also represents you need to do your studying as well. The thing is that the next card that I come up with is the Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups is a representation of how you need to not get so cocky because of it. Just in case if this person ever decides to take it a step further and try to take you to court or anything like that, and the police have to necessarily get involved, don't get cocky. You always need to have your backup plan, your paperwork, things of this nature. Right, or your, I guess, your video tapes and all this other stuff, you know what I mean? As long as it's a civil case. Now, if it's a criminal case, you need to have that as well. Now, the next card that I come up with here is the Six of Wands, which is about how it is that you're going off in the sense of you're approaching victory. And the thing is that the only thing standing in your way essentially is the Knight of Wands, which is your desire to have that victory, your desire and your willingness to do as long as it's necessary to do what is necessary in order for you to get where it is that you wanted to go. The Queen of Wands, the last two cards that I come up with is the Queen of Wands, and then you have the Ten of Wands. So the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Wands is about how you when you get those small marginal victories, or when you win and they decide, okay, I don't necessarily see this as really going to court per se, because you didn't necessarily get the Justice card, but when they stop messing with you, then you can be like, okay, now we can finally go ahead and get back to work and be able to handle some business. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.